Hello, today we are doing our first paycheck cash stuffing for August, so let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to Katie's Budgets. My name is Kris, and today we are going to do the first paycheck cash stuffing for August. And so today we are going to be cash stuffing $650 in total. So we'll go ahead and get that sorted here real quick. We want to make sure we've got the right money to get started with. And in my cash stuffing today, we are actually going to be cash stuffing my variables binder as well as my sinking funds. So we're going to set this 50 out of the way and put this money in an order that actually makes sense to my poor little brain. I think I struggle every single time I do a cash stuffing with, how I want to do it. I haven't found my flow as of yet. So all right, so we should have $650 when we're done. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 600. And then 50 makes 650. So we have what we need for today. So we'll just get that set up real quick. I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. Let's see. And you're getting ready for a new week. I'm trying to. It's one of those things where, no matter how hard you fight against it, Monday's going to come around whether you want it to or not. And boy, each week I'm like, no, one more day. All right. So we are all set. So we're going to go ahead and start with our variables. So if you've not joined me in some of my other cash stuffings, my variables binder is where all of the money lives that I use to then do my paycheck cash stuffing. Not my paycheck cash stuffing, sorry, my weekly check-in. So all of the money that I use for spending, groceries, gas, pet food, all of that fun stuff, it goes in here, and then I divvy it out over the 2 weeks that make up my paycheck. So first one is going to be spending. I give myself $50 every week, so that's $100 for a 2-week period. And we do that in 2 20s, 4 10s, and then 4 5s. And spending is the only category that I do not roll over week to week. So any money that is in spending at the end of the week when I do my check-in, I put that aside towards my savings challenges so that I'm ready to go and have something to be able to play with. So we should have $100 now. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So that'll go in here. Groceries, I do have a little bit of rollover. That is actually something that is sitting still in my wallet. So when I get to my check-in this week, we'll go ahead and review that. But we are going to be adding to this one $250. And that's just in 20s and a 10. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, and 40. And a $10 bill. So we should have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, and 50. I know my rollover this week was not as much as it has been in the past. Things have been a little more expensive lately, but not a lot I can do about that. All right. Home is one I also roll over from week to week. So I do have funds currently still in here from the last time. Let me just slide that out of the way. All right, so we already have, says I have $100 in here. I'm not sure if I do or not. No, I didn't think I did. I think I took $50 last week and forgot to write it down. So we're going to do that real quick. And then we're going to add money to this as well. I'll have to look up what date it was that I actually did my cash stuffing. And then we are adding 50 to this one. So we're going to add a 20, 2 10s, and 2 5s. So we had $50 left over, and that should put us back to 100 for the start of this week. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 100. And I cannot believe it, but we are already into August. I don't know where this year has gone. It's been a crazy year for me. I don't know about y'all. I'll be glad to see the other side of it, that's for sure. All right. So there's home taken care of. And we'll just make sure that's dry before we stick it in there. All right, and then pets, we are going to add $50 to this one as well. And this is just to cover any cat food, cat litter, any treats that they might need, that sort of thing. I have a separate envelope in my sinking funds that is going to cover their vet bills and that sort of thing, their vaccinations. So this is just strictly their food, their litter, all of that fun stuff. So again, we did that in a 20, 2 10s, and 2 5s. So we had 40 in there before, so we should have a total of 90 now, which really they're kind of stocked up for quite a bit of everything right now. So I don't think I have anything that's due. So we'll certainly take a look at that. But 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. Did I do that wrong? Or did I have more money? I'm going to set a $5 over here because I have a feeling I did that wrong. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. You'll find no matter how many times you cash stuff or how long you cash stuff, you're liable to make a mistake somewhere. And I at least make one or two every single time. All right, so that gives me a new balance of $90 there. For gas, we are going to be adding 60. Now, gas is a little bit different than what I do with the other funds that are in this folder. I will actually purchase gas on a card and then put the money from this envelope into the bank to pay for that. Whether it's a credit card, my debit card, it just kind of depends on where things are at that point. But that just makes it easier to pay at the pump, and usually it's a better price anyways. So we are going to add 60, and we're doing that in 2 20s, a 10, and 2 5s. We'll put that in here and count it up. So we had 65 to start with, so that should leave us with 125. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 15, 20, and 25. That is pretty good for gas, especially since I've seen gas prices are starting to go up again. And I drive a larger vehicle right now. Thankfully, I only drive here in town most of the time. Occasionally, I know I've got a trip coming up next weekend to go south for a little while, but it shouldn't be too bad. So that takes care of the variables binder. And now we're going to take care of our sinking funds. So I have one binder for all of my sinking funds. I have both my high priority and my low priority. You're going to see that I actually removed the Canva envelope out of here as well as we start this. I'm reallocating those funds. I've decided to do something a little bit different with that. So that money is going to go to other places, I think. All right, so emergency is the first one that is in here. And we are going to be adding $25 to that today. So 20 and a 5. Yep, I did mess that up. I can see exactly where I did that. Okay. And then we are going to add that to our tracker. And we had 195. Adding 25 should give us 220, I believe. All right, so we have in the bank 100, 150, And then 70, 90, 110, 15, and 20. So 220. Exactly what we should have. So far, so good. Ideally, I would like to have my emergency fund up to at least $5,000. So I've got quite a ways to go, but I've got some other challenges and things that I'm kind of using as a feeder. So you'll see how that works when we do our savings challenges. And then for Christmas, we are going to put $50 into Christmas. I'm trying to hit this one hard because Christmas is going to be here before I know it. Again, like I said, I just cannot believe we're already into August. All right. And then we have 1, 2, 300 in the bank and then 50. So a total of 350. And the placeholders that you're seeing me use are just ones that I got off of Amazon, to be honest with you. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time in designing or creating my own. I do have another design that I did get as a digital download from Etsy, and at some point I'll probably start using those. But for now, that's what we are using. Birthdays are fully funded. So we have a fully funded slip in here for right now. So we don't have anything more to put into that for the moment. So we're going to skip birthdays. And then vet expenses, we are going to be adding $10 to that one. And we just did that with a 10. So again, this is just the fund that I use to pay for their vet bills. You know, they go and get their nails trimmed every 2 to 6 weeks. Any of their well baby checks, that sort of thing. And this one stays in cash because I do take cash to the vet to pay them when I go. It just makes things easier. I've got 2 large cats, so it just makes it easier to not have to juggle writing a check and all that fun stuff. So we should have $99. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that takes care of that for this payday. All of the high priority ones that are in this binder that you'll see, I try to hit those with at least something every payday. And then if I can, I try to hit all of my low priorities as well. It just kind of depends on what I have available. So car maintenance, we are adding $10 to this one as well. We have 105 in there now. And that's going to make it 115. And I'm driving a fairly new vehicle at the moment, so hopefully that should get us for a little while. So we have $100 in the bank, and then we have 10 and 15. So 115. All right, and then moving on to my license plate renewal. That one is currently fully funded as well. I live in a state where it's really kind of expensive in order to renew your license plate, and it was last year $160. I'm anticipating it to be a little bit more, so I like to have 180 in there. That's all in the bank, just waiting for that to come due. And then Costco. I have a Costco annual membership, so we are going to add $5 to that one. And we have $50 in the bank on that one. So this should make it 55. We're getting there on that one. Hopefully this month I can throw a little extra money and maybe get to a point where it's fully funded and I don't have to stuff that one for a while. All right, and like I said, Canva, I went ahead and took out of here, so you're not even going to see that envelope anymore. It'll probably get replaced with something else at some point, but for now, this is where we're at. And then into our low priorities, so we are putting some money into holidays. Holidays is the envelope that I use to cover any expenses for an upcoming holiday. For example, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, Father's Day, Easter, all of that stuff. So if there's anything that I need for a dish that I'm making, or if there's a gift that I need to pick up, then I take it out of this envelope. So it's kind of just a general fund for that type of thing. So usually around Christmas, especially, is when I get into this. I'll get stuff to get, home decor and things to do cookies and all that kind of stuff. So we have $100 in the bank. We have 10, 20, and 25. So 125 in holidays. That's pretty good. We've got the major holidays that are coming up here before too long. And I know I'm going to want to get some stuff for the house and stuff. So, and then self-care, we're going to put $10 in this one. This is pretty self-explanatory, but this is for me. So anything that I might need, if I need a haircut, if I need to pick up a new shirt, if I want nails, this is kind of where that comes from. And I did spend out of this last month. So we're kind of rebuilding it back. And that's the whole intent for it, is that you're supposed to spend money, but it's supposed to come from the right category. So we have 25. So 10, 20, 25. And the idea is just to put a little bit of something every payday if I can. And that builds up over time. And before I know it, I got a pretty good chunk of change there. Then vacation, we are adding $10 to that one as well. And this right now, currently, I am saving towards my week vacation that I have coming up in December. It is for the week before Christmas. So I want to be able to have money to just kind of, relax, enjoy the holiday season, go do some seasonal things, shop for some home decor and that kind of thing. Maybe finish up some Christmas presents with it if I need to. So there's 200 in the bank. 20 and 30. So 230 is what we have working with in vacation. Ideally, I'd like for this to be about $300 to $500. We'll see how far I get, but I think my minimum is about $300 is what I want saved up there. And then budget supplies is not getting anything. This is typically what I'm going to use to purchase anything I need for all of my cash stuffing and that kind of thing. So savings challenges, placeholders, envelopes, props, anything like that I might want. That's where that's going to come out of. So right now it doesn't have anything, and we're just going to kind of leave it be because I have spent way too much money recently. All right, moving. So I am aiming to move in about a year or so. So I am saving up to hopefully get some help in moving. So we're going to add $10 to that one. Ideally, it would be awesome if I could afford for someone to just move all my stuff for me. I'll pack it, just have somebody else do the grunt work for me if I can. So we have 20, 40, and $50 to get us started for that. Alrighty, and then YouTube is not getting anything. We already have $30 in there. This particular fund is going to be for helping to set up for some milestones, as I make milestones on YouTube, which at this pace it's going to take a long time, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. I am not doing this for any other reason other than to hold myself accountable and to make it fun and hopefully maybe inspire somebody else. But I'd like to have some money on hand so that if I do hit a milestone, I'm able to give back to those folks that are watching and tune in every week and, just kind of give it as a thank you. So that's what that money's for. Right now, we're going to kind of not add anything to that. We have 30 to start with, which I think is pretty good. And I think that gets us taken care of for this paycheck. So I hope everybody is having an awesome day. Do something that gives you some joy, whether it's, reading a book, having a conversation with a friend, a really good cup of coffee, a nice hot shower, whatever, just something that's going to kind of brighten your day for you. And then have an awesome week, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.